Hey, let's go. What's happening, YouTube family? It is your goddess S Star. We are here and it is clear. Let's just take a big deep inhale. Exhale, let go of the fear because I care about you. All right, what are we getting into today? Today we are talking about we are talking about getting out of abusive relationships. Now, this video is intended to help you get your shit together, okay? So for a lot of us that enter abusive relationships, we enter them because we are replicating a behavior that we were taught. So either your mother or your caregiver, your father, whoever raised you, maybe they were showing you what an abusive relationship dynamic looks like. And so you didn't have any other option but to go through it yourself. If that doesn't apply to you, and you are the one that's starting this abusive pattern, but you're like, I want to end it, this is also applicable information for you as well. Okay, so let's get into the sauce. Let's get into the sauce, and you know it's going to be saucy. So please get your book, get your notebook, get your journal. All right, I have my journal and I have some points. So you may see me looking down at my book every so often. Number one, and this is key, okay? Get your pen ready. Get your pencil ready. Take accountability. Take accountability. I'm going to need you to take accountability for being in an abusive relationship. And for a lot of people that are being abused, that may be difficult at first. So if you're physically being abused or verbally or spiritually or mentally being attacked by your partner, by your friend, by your mother, whoever is on the other side of this relationship, I know it may be difficult for you to say, oh, I mean, it's not my fault, but it is. And I know you don't want to hear that, but you got to, okay? You have to hear that you must take accountability for being in this relationship. Simply being in this relationship. Now, let me specify when I say accountability, I don't mean take accountability for them abusing you. I don't mean take accountability for them being neglectful or being violent. I don't mean that. I mean take accountability for being available for that energy. Okay? That is now on you. That's a decision that you are making. All right? So now that you take accountability, just repeat after me. All right? If this is applicable information, repeat after me. I take accountability for being accessible to this abusive person. I take accountability for being accessible to abuse. I take accountability for making myself available for abuse. I acknowledge my part in this abusive relationship. So now this is where you need to write this down. You're going to need to actually talk to yourself and acknowledge how you have been making yourself accessible for this other person. Okay? How have you been making yourself accessible for this other person? What are you doing that is making you susceptible to their energy? Okay? So that could be maybe you're going over this person's house, or you're always picking up the phone when they call you, or you're always sharing your location and letting them know where you're going to be, or you're always engaging in the argument. Okay? How are you making yourself accessible? Because the moment you acknowledge this is when you can remove yourself completely. So let's get into number 2. I'm going to need you to make the decision. I made a post on my Instagram. Go and check it out. If you are still watching this video, do me a favor and click the thumbs up button and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you like more of this energy. Okay? And please drop a comment and let me know if this information helped you out on your journey. Now let's get into it. Make the decision. So let's break down the word decision. Let's get into the etymology. If you don't know, now you know. I love etymology. I love etymology. I love knowing where the words that I speak come from. You will find in a lot of my videos and everything that I do that I like to use an expansive vernacular. See, I done did it again. I love words that have value. So let's go into the value of the word decision. Decision emanates from the two Latin words de, right, which means of, and side, which means, de, which means off, and side, which means to kill or to cut. Okay, cut it, cut it. You need to cut it, cut it, cut it, cut. You need to cut it, okay? What are we cutting though? When we make a decision to get out of a abusive relationship, we have to cut ourselves off from who we were when we were in this relationship. You understand? We have to cut ourselves off from being available. We have to cut ourselves off from the way we used to behave when we were in these toxic environments. Okay? How do you do that, a star? Like, what are you even saying to me right now? Okay, I'm here with you, boo. All right, I'm here with you. I'm clear with you, boo. I'm going to let you know what to do. All you have to do is ask yourself, right? Go back to the first question, right? How am I making myself accessible? How am I making myself available? And then once you identify that, you have to decide to stop making yourself available and accessible. That is the first thing. The first thing. That means blocking numbers, okay? That means going off of the map. They shouldn't be able to know where you are at. If they know where you live, that means moving. That means moving. I'll keep it a buck. If you're in a really, really violent environment and this person is your lover, it ain't love, baby. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not love. But if this person is your lover, then I will tell you to move. If they're stalking you and they know where you live and you don't feel safe, then you need to move and do anything in your ability to relocate, and don't tell them where you are going. Okay? Do not tell them where you're going. Look, emphasis on this. You cannot make yourself accessible anymore. So that means no more sharing with this person because they don't care about you. They don't honor you. I'm going to let you know this right now. Most High put you on this video for a reason. They do not honor you. They do not care about you. They are not your friend. They are not your lover. They are using and abusing you. Acknowledge that. That's the first step. Once you acknowledge that, then you can move on. So get step one down. Get step one down. One step at a time, baby. One step at a time. Number two, you make the decision. Make the decision and don't go back on your decision. I broke down the word decision so that you know that you need to kill the part of you that was making yourself available. Kill the part of you that was making yourself the victim. Kill the part of you that was violating yourself by being available. And when I say kill, I don't mean to harm yourself. No, I mean to starve that part of yourself. As in, you are no longer giving yourself the permission to behave in that context. You are no longer giving yourself the permission to be who you used to be when you were being violated, when you were being abused. That means you need to switch the way you talk to yourself, the way you walk, the way you present yourself to the world. That means even changing your clothes. Maybe you want to change your hair. I mean, completely evolve. I mean, honestly, change your hair. Okay? If you have been in an abusive relationship, I would even encourage you to shave your head. I'll keep it a buck. I keep it 100%. If this person has ever put their hands on your hair, or this person has done some really, really violent things to you, then it's time for you to shave your head and cleanse that energy, especially if you're a woman, even if you're a man. Okay, this is a process. So you have to embody the process, and you have to embody this new cycle by letting go of who you used to be. That's the decision part. We got that down? We got that down? All right, good. We're moving on. Remove yourself from that environment. All right, I already specified this when I told you to relocate. That's step number 3. If you live with this person, relocate. Relocate. So you want to do this in this order. First order, and you know I'm going to keep bringing it back because I see you. I see you, and repetition is how we get the mission done. Okay, so I'm going to bring it back. First step, take accountability. Second step, make the decision. Third step, remove yourself from the environment completely. Remove yourself from the environment completely. If you live with them, move. Move. Change locations. You may even want to change the state you in. Change a borough. Change something. You can't live there no more, honey. You can't do it. It's not in your benefit. Remove yourself from their environment. Okay? If you don't live with them, but you have all their memorabilia in your house, you got their clothes, you got their favorite things to eat in your kitchen, you got all of that, throw that shit out. Throw it out. Throw it. You don't need it no more. No, you don't need it no more. You don't need the reminder. You don't need the energy staying in your house. Remove it. Okay? This is the part where you do a cleanse. Okay? You do a cleanse. All right, because removing yourself from the environment completely also means that you are removing them from your environment completely. So if you don't live together, then if they have anything in your house, you need to get rid of it. Go through your closet, figure out if there's anything of theirs in your closet, get rid of it, throw it out. If you have anything of theirs laying around your house, find it. This is where you need to do a thorough cleanse, not just things that belong to them, but things that meant something to you when you were with them. Okay, so that could be something they brought you, or that dress you wore when you went on a date with them, or whatever the case may be. Maybe this person is your mother. Then you need to get rid of all of that. You need to get rid of all of that. I keep it a buck. I keep it a buck. I really don't care who it is. I don't care who it is, because you are more important than honoring a relationship that doesn't honor you. Okay, so take these steps. Remove yourself from the environment and remove the environment from you. Okay? And that's step number 3. Number 4, you need to become a new person completely. Become a new person completely. This goes back to changing your hair, changing your clothes, changing the way that you talk, changing the way that you walk. I mean, honestly and truthfully, because who you were was not attracting very healthy people, which means you cannot be that person anymore. Because if you stay that person, you will attract yet another abuser. And you can't have that. No, 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 baby. You are here for a reason. You are here for a reason, and you have a purpose. Okay? You have a purpose, and so you have to stand in that purpose. How do you stand in that purpose? You need to change who you were when you didn't know you had a purpose. Change your hair. Change your clothes. But not just externally. Externally helps you change internally, but not just externally. You need to change internally. What behaviors were you doing when you were in this abusive relationship? Were you always watching Netflix together? Were you always ordering Uber Eats? Were you always going to this very toxic place so y'all could smoke and do drugs, or whatever the case may be? What were you doing when you were with him or with her or with them? Now you can't do that no more. You can't do that no more. What do you do instead? You find the polarity of all of that. Find the polarity of all of that. Find the polarity of every toxic behavior that you have ever discovered in yourself that you used or did when you were with this person. You need to acknowledge, okay, when I was with this toxic person and in this abusive relationship, we used to always do blah, 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 blah. Now, we're not reminiscing no more. Okay? We are rewriting the story. You don't do that no more. You don't even do that no more. What do you do now? Okay, let's say you was always binge watching Netflix. Now you read books. Now you read books. Now you binge watch millionaires. You binge watch people that are teaching you skills so you can evolve. Okay, in fact, you don't even binge watch nothing no more because you're doing it in a sustainable way, which means you may even be running back the same video and relearning and re-educating yourself. Okay, you take courses. Okay, if you want to watch a movie, you go to the movie theaters. Okay, I keep it that real, baby. Because honestly, it don't make no sense for you to continue to be the same person that you were. You need to change completely. Change completely. You should be unrecognizable. Unrecognizable. Your whole wardrobe needs to change, love. You can't even have the same clothes in your closet from when you were in that relationship. You understand? You can't even have the same clothes. You need to go through all of your clothes and throw it off. Give it to Goodwill. Okay, with goodwill in your heart, go give it to Goodwill and go get you a new wardrobe. If you like, oh, I don't got the money, manifest the money. Because the new version of you is not it doesn't have that mentality. You need to also go into your mentalities and ask yourself, okay, what type of mentality did I have back when I was in this abusive relationship? Now you need to polarize that. When I say polarize that, you need to do the exact opposite. Think the exact opposite. You need to become a completely different person, and this version of you is healthy. Repeat after me. Here's some affirmations. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am growing. I am glowing. I am beautiful. I am showing. I am intelligent. Okay? I am worthy. I am valuable. I am honored. I am honorable. I am respected. I am respectable. Ashe. Ashe. We say ashe after affirmations over here because we want them to be clear. Affirmation, when you say ashe after your affirmation, it's just like saying so beat it or so beat it. Just beat it. It's just like saying so be it, or it's just like saying amen, right? Or if you really want to get saucy and punctual with it, it's like an exclamation point for real. And it means that it is done as above, so below. And these are the affirmations that you have to give yourself on a daily basis. You cannot expose yourself to anything else. It needs to be from here on out affirmations of abundance, growth, development, ascension every single day. Start listening to music. Hey, go listen to my music. Feel. It will definitely help you feel your energies and cry all of it out, because you are going to cry. You are going to have some ugly tears. You are going to be really, really crying and shedding this old version of you. You are going to have to do this yoga. You're going to have to do this yoga, baby. You're going to have to breathe. Look, let's do it again. Big deep inhale. In through the belly. Exhale, move it through. You need to evolve. It's a process. Give yourself the presence to experience your own transformation. Number 5, avoid the people that remind you of the abuser. Avoid people that remind you of your abuser. If you ever meet somebody and they remind you of that person, I'm going to keep it 100% with you. I'm going to keep it 100% with you. That is that person's spirit attempting to reach out and connect with you yet again. Because everything is about lessons, okay? And when people say that they're dealing with demons and devils, devils are just lessons embodied in an individual. So you have to learn this lesson because you have a generational curse of abuse, right? Whether that's substance abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, whatever it is, you have a generational curse of abuse that has lingered in your bloodline. And so this person, this energy, this entity, this lesson will always make its way back to you in the form of other people. Now you are being tasked. You're being tasked. You're being tasked. You have homework, baby. You got soul work, I should say. Your soul work is to say no and oh, hell, wait, heaven to the no. I said heaven to the no. Heaven to the no. No. Say no. If ever you see somebody that reminds you of the abuser, you say no. And you don't have to say it to them. As a matter of fact, don't need to say it to them. Just leave. That's one thing I want you to write that down. You don't tell people your move before you do it. Just do it, and then they will see that you did it. Don't tell people what you're gonna do. Just do it. Don't waste your breath telling people what you're about to do. Just do it. Okay? And number 6, you need to develop self-love. Your self-love regimen needs to be very, very rigid right now because you have to transform. So that means you need to wake up at the same time. And wake up at the same time every day. Do yoga, do breath work, do meditation. Write that down. Yoga, breath work, meditation. And even if it's just 20 minutes of yoga, 20 minutes of breath work, 20 minutes of meditation, that 1 hour every day will add up over the years and you will evolve into a better version of yourself. So you need to make the decision to evolve and embody this version of yourself so that you can grow. Because enough is enough. Let's say that with me. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And it's okay to get mad about it. You may need to go into a forest, baby. You're going to have to go into a forest because the forest is for rest. Okay? The forest is for rest. That's where you rest and prepare yourself. So go into a forest. Find a forest nearby you and just scream that at the top of your lungs. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And cry and hit some trees. Maybe not some trees. Hit the ground. Yeah. Hit the ground. Hit the ground, baby. You got to get all of that energy up out of you. And that energy cannot be directed towards your abuser because you will only be empowering them if you send them that negativity. So no, resist the urge to curse out people and resist the urge to snap on people. Okay? Don't be snapping on people. Only thing that should be snapping back is your navel as you're doing these fire breaths. Okay. And lastly, build community because you are going to need it. You are going to need community. You're 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 going to need people around you that can hold you up and support you as you are transforming into this new version of yourself because you cannot do it by yourself. You're going to need others who can encourage you, who can embody this love. They have enough love for themselves to show you love. You're going to need that so you can evolve and become a better version of yourself. Okay? You're going to need community. Period. Now, I would love to be able to help you build community. So join my Patreon or go and follow me on Instagram or TikTok. I make daily videos, just to help you on your journey because I love you and you deserve a reminder. You deserve a reminder. Do not be around people that do not feed you, that do not help you, that do not nourish your soul. The moment you feel like being around that person is causing you to feel depleted and drained, you need to leave. They are a energy vampire. They're taking your energy and they're sucking it up and they're sucking you dry. And you don't need that, baby, because you got to fly. So you got to keep it light. Keep it light. Okay. With that being said, I feel like we can conclude this video. Go ahead and run it back as many times as you possibly need. You know what I mean? I feel you. You feel me. Through the screen, of course. And, just stay in tune with yourself. Make sure you love up on yourself, baby. Go do your thing. Honor you first, and the world will honor you just the same. Honor you first, and the world will honor you just the same. Hey, wholeness vibrations, peace, love, ascension, growth, development. I see the best for you, and I know that you can do it because I did it too. I did it too. I may tell you a thing or two about what I went through, but right now it's all about you. It's all about you. Get you together. Focus on you. Take these steps and employ them. Change your own life. If I could do it, then you can do it too. Peace, baby. Definitely drop some ones, drop some twos, drop some threes in the comment section. Let me know if this video helped you. You feel me? Let me know what the vibe is. Peace out, fam.